You can make over $100,000 in 2022 with Metaverse NFTs. Search volume for the Metaverse has skyrocketed in the last couple of months. Major brands and celebrities are buying into the Metaverse, and opportunities to make money are everywhere. But what are the top 5 Metaverse opportunities, and how can you make money from them? I'm Devin Cook. Let's make some money in the Metaverse, and welcome back to Dev Money. Alright, so the first opportunity is with digital or virtual real estate. Digital real estate has been all the rage since the start of November because of the massive opportunities that it brings. But hold up, what on earth is digital land? I mean, you have to have dirt to have land, right? And you can't have dirt in your computer because that would ruin your computer. Well, digital land is going to be an integral part of the metaverse. And if you think of the metaverse as the world that we live in, the land is where people are going to be building businesses. It's the stuff that we stand on to keep everyone from just floating around in the atmosphere. Think about it this way. You live on the earth, I assume. If you don't, let me know otherwise. But I assume you live on the earth. But when someone asks where you're from, you just don't tell them,
"Yeah, I'm from Earth. What about you?"
You're gonna say something like, I live in California, or Australia, or France, or some other descriptors to pinpoint where on the earth that you live. And you let that person know where on the earth that you live by telling them what piece of land you live on. And you can just be as broad as saying what country you're from, or what state you're from, or what neighborhood, or what house that you live in. So within each metaverse, there is gonna be land to build or live on. And yes, there's going to be multiple metaverses, just like there are multiple planets within the solar system. And maybe that land will be in the Sandbox metaverse, the Decentraland metaverse, the Facebook metaverse, or some other metaverse. But regardless of what metaverse you choose to be in, you can buy up plots of land within that metaverse, and then you can use that land to make money. And now we get to the fun part, because now we can discuss how we can make money off of this digital land. And the funny thing is, you can make money from your virtual real estate pretty much the same way you make money from normal real estate in the physical world. And the first way to make money with virtual land is by being an investor. And this just means that you're gonna be buying up pieces of land or plots of land that you speculate will be worth more money in the future. And then once the demand for that plot of land has sufficiently risen, you can then sell off that piece of land and take those profits. This is also known as speculating or flipping. And you can also buy a plot of virtual real estate, but instead of just flipping it, you can actually hold on to it and rent it out to other people. Now at this point, I don't think you're going to be renting out this virtual land for someone to actually live in it like you would in the real world. But where I do see a massive opportunity is renting out this land so that people can build their business on this piece of land. Because in the metaverse, people are going to be building businesses, building stores, holding events, having art galleries and museums, and building games on these plots of land. And so you as a landlord can buy up a piece of land, and then you can rent this out to someone that is building a business or a store, or maybe they want to host their game on that plot of land. Or maybe they just want to display all of their artwork and charge people to come in and see it. And with all the NFT items and wearables that are going to be going around, maybe someone wants to build a store on your plot of land because it's a really great high traffic location, and then they're going to be selling NFTs out of that store. And with all these opportunities to buy, rent, and sell virtual real estate, of course, there are probably going to be virtual real estate brokers. These real estate brokers are going to help people buy and sell or rent land in the metaverse. And of course, they're not doing this for free, so they will be taking a cut of the sale. And just like we're going to have real estate brokers, we're also going to have property managers. Because if there is a whale that owns a bunch of land in the metaverse, take Snoop Dogg for example, and say that Snoop Dogg wanted to rent out a bunch of his land to people to build stores and games and those kinds of things, I doubt that Snoop Dogg wants to manage all of that all on his own. He's probably going to hire a team or property managers to manage those plots of land, to make sure he's getting his rent, to make sure everyone's sticking to their lease agreement, and that everything is working properly. And if there's a broken toilet on his plot of land, I'm sure he's not the one wanting to deal with it. And lastly, people will be needed to design the land that is in the Sandbox metaverse or the Decentraland metaverse or any other metaverse. And also people will be needed to build out the businesses, the stores, and the games that are hosted on those plots of land. And if you're sitting there thinking,
"Well, this just sounds crazy."
Well, newsflash, it is crazy, but it's also happening, and it's happening right now. And there's a massive amount of money being poured into the metaverse as we speak. Now, the second money-making opportunity in the metaverse has to do with making NFTs. Because without NFTs, I don't think the metaverse would exist. And the metaverse will really only thrive by people making NFTs for the metaverse. They gotta create an ecosystem where we have everything that we need. Now, the most popular NFT genre up until this point is really the profile picture or avatar style NFTs. These are all the popular NFTs that you've seen, like CryptoPunks, like Doodles, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, and we've seen a ton of these come up, and these are still gonna play a big role in the metaverse. And while right now these avatar style NFT projects are really just considered to be art, in the metaverse there's a lot of potential that you can use these avatar NFTs as a skin to personalize your appearance in the metaverse. And on that same train of thought, we're also gonna need different wearables, different collectibles, different items like shoes, clothing, and accessories that we can wear and use to customize our avatars in the metaverse. We've already seen some major fashion and luxury brands getting into NFTs, and there are many more on the way. And we're also gonna need different items like cars, maybe motorcycles, houses, maybe cameras. Basically, most items that you can think of in the real world will probably need in some quantity in the metaverse. And so we're gonna need those in NFT form. And NFT art will also play a massive role in the metaverse, especially from people like Pac, Beeple, and Danny Cole. And there are gonna be entire museums in the metaverse just so you can go out and browse spectacular pieces of art like Beeple's NFT that were sold for $69 million. So if you're a creator or you want to be a creator and is passionate about any of these types of NFTs, go out, start building an NFT project and a brand behind it. Because this is not only just a $100,000 a year idea, this is a potentially million or multi-million dollar idea that you can get behind. Because there are many NFT projects that have done millions of dollars in sales. Now, the third opportunity to make 100K in 2020 has to do with play to earn games. Play to earn gaming has become wildly popular in 2021, and I predict it's going to become even more mainstream in 2022. There have been literal buckets of money being poured into the play to earn NFT sector, and it's almost like we have Papa Powell running things with his infinite money printer. Axie Infinity is by far the most popular play to earn game, and just by playing this game, you can make a surprisingly good living. There are countless stories of people making several $1,000s a month just by playing Axie Infinity. And on top of playing the game to earn crypto, you can also sell your Axies that you're leveling up during the game to make extra money. And some Axies sell for amazing amounts of money, like this Axie that sold for 300 Ethereum, which is about $1.2 million. So imagine the scenario. You decide you're done with your 9-to-5 job, or maybe you're just finishing high school, or you're in high school and you want a side job so you can start making some money. So you take up a play to earn game like Axie Infinity and you treat it like a normal job, working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Well, with Axie Infinity, you can make about $10 an hour or about $20,000 a year. And that may not sound like a ton of money, but after building up your Axie after over 2,000 hours of gameplay, what if you can sell that Axie on OpenSea for, say, $20,000, effectively doubling your income? And what if you can sell it for even more, say $40,000, $60,000, or even $100,000 just from playing that game and leveling up your Axie? And even if you don't count in that bonus from selling your Axies after leveling them up, $20,000 a year is more than the average income for a lot of countries around the world. But maybe you don't want to be an NFT creator, you don't want to play a game for a living, and you don't really want to speculate on virtual real estate because it's pretty risky right now. Well, great news for you, because the fourth opportunity is to become an independent contractor for companies or brands that are looking to get into the metaverse. Because if you get on a website like Fiverr, you can see how many people are willing to offer their services to help people get into the metaverse. And you can be one of those people. If you're a great artist, you can design NFTs for a brand without having to deal with the risks of having a collection and spending all that money and time on a collection that may or may not sell out. And if you're really great at coding, especially if you know Solidity, you can be hired out to build out virtual land, to help build out the metaverse, to build a website for an NFT project, and countless other tasks. And the great thing is you can do what you love to do while getting paid for it. And you can work with whatever schedule is right for you, because if you already have a 9-to-5 day job, you can work from 8 to midnight every day on the side. And maybe you just want to get rid of that 9-to-5 day job, well, you can go full-time as an independent contractor for a bunch of different brands. And being an independent contractor is going to give you a lot of flexibility and control over your time and your income for 2022. But if you're not looking for that much flexibility, you enjoy a bit more structure in your work life and you want more of a corporate scenario, well, the fifth opportunity is to get a job with a company that is investing into the NFT space and the metaverse. And you may be thinking, well, what brands are getting into the metaverse? Well, honestly, there are a ton of different brands that are getting into the metaverse, and they're going to need people that are really skilled and capable of helping them build out this segment of their business. And they're already hiring people for positions such as community managers, social media managers, graphic designers, developers, and advisors. So if you have experience in those areas, big brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour will pay top dollar for top talent. Because right now, whoever's the first to innovate in the metaverse is gonna have that first mover advantage. And you can use one of these 5 opportunities or a combination of them to make over $100,000 in 2022. And if you don't know where to start with NFTs, but all of this sounds really exciting for you, make sure to subscribe and check out this video right here.